Sometimes my life just don't make sense at all. When the mountains look so big and my faith just seems so small. So hold me, Jesus, 'cause I'm shaking like a leaf. You have been King of my glory. Would you be my Prince of Peace? And I wake up in the night and feel the dark. It's so hot inside my soul. I swear there must be blisters on my heart. So hold me, Jesus, 'cause I'm shaking like a leaf. You have been King of my glory. Won't you be my Prince of Peace? Surrender don't come natural to me. I'd rather fight you for something I don't really want and take what you give that I need. And I've beat my head against so many walls. Now I'm falling down, falling on my knees. And the Salvation Army band is playing this hymn, and your grace rings out so deep, it makes my resistance seem so thin. So hold me, Jesus, 'cause I'm shaking like a leaf. You have been King of my glory. Won't you be my Prince of Peace? I'm singing, hold me, Jesus, 'cause I'm shaking like a leaf. You have been King of my glory. Won't you be my Prince of Peace? You have been King of my glory. Won't you be my Prince of Peace?
Thank you all for joining us for another Rise Sunday service. And we've got a very beautiful service today. Helena and our friend Marina are going to be speaking soon and sharing some words from their heart. And we'll play one more song before we go to them. And this one, we're going to invite our friend Ricky Como, who's a guest here today, to sing with us a beautiful song that she wrote called Two Worlds. Yeah, we'll just tune our guitars really quick and make sure. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
La, 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 la. Yeah, no pun intended. Okay. That was good, yeah. Oh, we broke a string. Well,
You ain't playing today.
sometimes when you tune your guitar, it strings back. You don't need that string anyway. You
We
can still
broke a
play it if you
string.
want to, yeah. You can just rip it out of there.
So not rock and roll anymore.
That's so not cool.
Ready?
I am.
Okay.
It's the God in me, sees the God in you. It's the love inside of my heart, just trying to break through. It's the light in me that wants to love you.
Turn that mic towards you.
It's the innocence inside me that I try to ignore. It's the magnitude beside me that carries me unsure. The littleness I see is a war against me. I've had my share, dreams that slip away. These two worlds are driving me insane. One's got my arms, the other has my legs. I surrender my plans to you. It's the reason that I came here to remember who I am. It's a mask of fear and anger, and I wanna understand. The littleness I see is a war against me. I've had my share, dreams that slip away. These two worlds are driving me insane. One's got my arms, the other has my legs. I surrender my dreams to you. The darkness seems to chase me, and I think I know his plan. 1,000 mighty companions are holding out their hands. It's that Christ in me that wants to love you. I've had my share, dreams that slip away. These two worlds are driving me insane. One's got my arms, the other has my legs. I've had my share of dreams that slip away. These two worlds are driving me insane. One's got my arms, the other has my legs. I surrender my
Thank you. We'll go over to Helena. I'll step into the other seat with Marina, and we'll be back for some more music at the end.
Yeah, beautiful. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, Marina and I had a really sweet joining earlier this week when the inspiration came in to collaborate on the service this weekend, and it's really beautiful. It felt so synchronistic, like the things that are just kind of running through our mind and the experiences, and each in our own way, but the theme just felt like similar, like the same actually, and which is really, I feel like what the songs were all about, like hold me Jesus, and these two worlds are driving me insane. It's like, and then this presence of Christ that is so palpable and so powerful in moments that we can really feel it. And I feel like it's like an attraction. That's the feeling for me, like it's an attraction towards the presence of Jesus and the presence of Christ. And yeah, Marina was just, because you've been in Spain recently, and yeah, it's just such beautiful experience. She was sharing with me about some experience you've had in Barcelona, and just this kind of allowance, I think, that you've been like a sorting out in your mind. These are my words, but like sorting out in your mind, like in the moment of, can I allow this presence to be here, and will I still be taken care of? And yeah, I don't know if that's still in your mind, you want to share anything about it, but it was so beautiful when you shared that with me.
Yes, as I was listening to the song, I could really feel the line where it said, "The Christ in me wants to love you." And I can really feel that line, like I just want to love beyond all else. I just want to love, and love holds no grievances. Love holds nothing from the past. Love just wants to give itself away so fully, so unconditionally. And love wants to include absolutely everyone. And that's the desire of my heart, to fully go into this experience where everyone is welcome in my mind, in my heart, into this love, like this feeling like Christ just wants to give itself away, and Christ just wants to love you. And yeah, I had many beautiful experiences where I could feel love wanting to come through. And in that love, there is such deep, beautiful surrender. It's a beautiful surrender, because when you surrender, you allow the flow and fountain of love and to come through you. And it's such a beautiful gift to be able to see this way and feel this way. And yes, but then there was this thought that was like, if I fully allow myself to go into this so fully, will you take care of me? But before even that thought is, can I allow myself to go fully into this? And there is a part of me that wants to kind of protect this love and is afraid of giving it away. And there is one line that has been coming so strong in my mind, and it's like, don't hold anything, like give everything to this moment, because if you give everything to this moment, that is what you will experience the fullness of it. And if you hold anything back for yourself, then that's what your experience will be. You will have a halfway experience. And actually, there was one experience that I had in Spain. I haven't shared it with you, but I don't think
think I have shared it yet. But I did share that experience in the moment, and Urpi was there, and David was there, but we were in Torox, and we were, yeah, my heart was opening up, and I was feeling all this love, but then it was the last night, and for some reason, my heart started closing up. And in those moments that my heart started closing up, I go deep into prayer. Like that's all that is showing me, that I have to go deeper into myself. And it's the ego resisting the light that is about to come in, and nothing is actually going wrong. Just keep the faith, keep the trust, keep the prayer out strong. And from the prayer, through prayer, love is received, and through miracles, love is expressed. And I was having this deep prayer, and miracles are involuntary and should not be under conscious control. And all I did was to pray. Prayer is the medium of miracles. And there comes my mighty companions. Like, I think the song also said that when I'm in darkness, mighty companions come to light up my way. And there came a beautiful mighty companion, and she sat in front of me, and I could feel my mind started relaxing. And then I felt all the love of Jesus flowing from her to me. The spirit in me was being lit up with so much love. And I saw her, and she started tearing up, and we both knew, and I felt so much gratitude for her. I was like, oh, Jesus is using you. You're allowing Jesus and his love to come through you to reach me. And we were both blessed by that moment, that experience, and that love stayed in my heart. And then we went to see, David was showing a movie, and we went to watch the movie. I hardly could watch the movie, but I was feeling this presence of love. But it was kind of like boom, boom in my heart. And I was just praying, I don't know how to give this away. I want to keep this. But part of me just wanted to, just don't do anything, just hold it in, just stay with it. But it was like boom, boom. And and then Jesus like, you can't hold it in, you need to give it away. I was like, I don't know how to give this away actually. And I'm afraid of giving this away. But miracles are very involuntary. And then the movie finished, and then we were all rejoicing, taking photos, and it was the last day, and everyone wanted to have hugs with David, and so it was like this very happy environment, and I was obviously happy. But then David comes and hugs me, and I hug him, and in that moment I felt how all that love could be given away so freely and received so freely. And I was like, whoa, wow, thank you. It was like 1 second, one moment of eternity in that one hug. And then I felt like I was still processing. After that, I was just processing. And I felt like that's not even the fullness of it. And at night, I couldn't sleep. And there was so much presence, but also very dark thoughts coming to my mind. Like tumult. It felt tumultuous, like very tumultuous. And I was just in prayer. And I felt actually like what really wants to come through is so much love, so much light. And then something else was being pushed up. And I didn't sleep very well that night, but that was the feeling I had, like there is something that wants to be given away, and I don't know how, but I just love. I just want to love. The Christ in me just want to love you. And I was just having this love in my heart, and I didn't know how to give it away. And that morning we came together, and we were all in a circle, and we were hugging, and there were some of us, and then David and Urpi come, and then David was next to me, and Anna was next to me. And in that moment, I was feeling all this love, all this gratitude, and then I couldn't something in me was like act normal.
You're approaching the holy instant. Act normal. It's like these two worlds are driving me insane.
And then I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna explode. And then I said, I love you. I love you, David. I'm so grateful for you. And then it was like, boom. And then I started crying. And then comes Jenny. I was like, can I hug you too? Yes. And then everyone, can I hug you too? Yes. And then we were all like joined together, all feeling the same love, Christ's love, the God's love, the presence of love. And I was like, oh wow, thank you. I was just thank you, God, for this love. Thank you for your joy. And I was like, I cannot keep it for myself. It has to be given away. And it was such a powerful experience because I felt so lifted up, and it was like, oh, that is what wanted to come through. Like this love that I feel in my heart, this joy that I feel in my heart, I just want to give it so fully away. And I was like, Jesus, I want more of these. Yes, but that was the experience that with the song was coming. The Christ in me just wants to love you and don't hold anything back. Just give it all away. And even recently, I felt guided to start this podcast, and I shared the first episode on Friday, and then after all of it, I was so happy through the whole process. But at the very end, I like the ego is like, "Oh, you're so over the top, like you feel everything so fully, like you're embarrassing yourself, just tone it down." Like that's the voice that comes through my mind. And then Mighty Companion always comes in, and he was like, "Thank you for not holding anything back." And he was like, I was like, "Oh my God!" Like it was out of the blue, so random. He had no idea that I was having these thoughts in my mind, and I was not even talking to him. And I said to him, "Oh, thank you. You spoke straight to my heart." And he said it was involuntary. And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And then he's talking to us all the time, because then I opened the course, and then he says, "The ego is threatened by your joy, because if you experience the fullness of his joy, you will leave all investments on the ego." And he's like, "Leave it behind." And he put exclamation marks like, "Leave the ego behind." I'm like, okay. I think I'm getting your message. But yeah, I feel like it's this prayer to give it all away and don't hold anything back, and just be shown the way. Just be shown the way. Yeah.
It's beautiful too, because you were sharing with me that you had all these really deep, I can feel it when you're sharing it, like such deep experiences. And then you came back to Mexico, you had a bit of prayer time, and then it's like, okay, how will you continue to use me? Like, how? Because I feel like every time when this comes through, we have an experience of this light and joy coming through. All that we want and what the mind wants, like, okay, I want to stay there. How can you keep me there? And then, yeah, you were sharing that this podcast came. I don't know how the podcast came through, but just even the miracles around that this last week, you were sharing with me, like how Jesus has provided absolutely every step of the way. And even when you thought, oh, something might be taken away, then the opportunity to extend came right at the time that there was even a little flicker of a thought of loss, or something would shift that would make you maybe not so joyful. It's like, no, it's not. It's always there. Whatever we need is always there to extend and shine the light. Like the people, the podcasts, like the whatever means is needed to extend and shine is always available, is always given. So I don't know if you want to share, but it was really beautiful
what you share with me.
Yeah, I
Really.
think actually I read that on the lesson of the calendar lesson for today. Like you cannot lose anything. You have everything to give away, and yeah, the podcast came because Jesus always answers prayers. I'm very conscious of my prayers because I realize how powerful they are. So yeah, I had this deep prayer for deep closeness and intimacy with Christ, with yeah, I want to say Jesus, but it's like the presence of Christ in my heart, this holy, loving presence. And he answered that so beautifully, guiding me to rest for a while, where I'm at now, and I felt so blessed. He even in the prayer that it's also always in my mind is this holy instant I would give to you, be you in charge, for I would follow, certain that your direction will give me peace. And if a word of help is what I need, he will give it to me. And if there is a thought, he will give it to me. And if I need stillness and quiet and an open mind, those are gifts that I will receive. He is in charge upon my request, and he will hear and he will answer, because he speaks in the name of God, my Father, and his Holy Son. And wow, I always have that and in my heart, praying for that, and I can see the blessings because he gives me all of it when I needed stillness and a quietness and an open and receptive mind. That's were the gifts that I received from him, and that's what I have been experiencing this last weeks when I was guided back to Mexico, and I've been blessed by that, and and by David's presence, and because he's a symbol in my mind of the presence of love, and my heart is beating, and now Urpi and David are being guided to shine the light and all the love in Brazil, and there was a thought that came to my mind, and it was like, oh no, I lose this, this present moment experience that I'm having. May I lose it? If anything in the world changes, could I lose this connection that I feel right now? And in that moment, I have the thought, maybe I'm ready to start sharing the miracles but I wasn't too sure, and then I started sharing the idea, and I thought, oh yeah, maybe I am ready to start sharing. And then like it just started taking, this idea of the podcast just took me so completely. And usually before I would have an idea and I was sharing this with you, and there would be time that passed by until the idea came to fruition. But I felt like this couldn't wait. If anything delayed, I would delay the experience of this joy in my heart. So in order for it to be present, the experience of Christ in my heart and the joy in my heart to be present, I need to keep sharing this idea of the podcast. And I was like, I share the idea, and then everyone's like, oh yeah, great. And then I talked to Sarah, and yes, I can do it. And then I saw myself like doing, I was like with the Canva and the description, everything was coming through so fast. And I was like, wow, if you gave me a computer a week ago, I could have not deal with it. I would have not know what to do. But everything was just coming so fast. And yeah, I also was, but I didn't even have time to like judge it because everything was coming like pink and bright, and I was like, oh gosh, okay, it's coming out. But it's like if I tried to change anything, like I was like, oh, maybe it's too much, this is too much. But if I tried to change it, like it would become like really heavy in my mind. It's like, it's good to go, it's going this way. Yes. And then I was like, I maybe I thought, oh, maybe I need to first record it and then edit it and everything and then put the word out. And I was like, I can't wait. Like, I didn't even know like when I would record the first one or anything, but I just said, I need to share now that I feel inspired about this. And that day, just by putting it out without even having the first episode, I didn't know what even was going to be or when, but I was like, I'm just going to trust that it will come, and I'm just sharing this now. And it kept me so lit up. And then Anna said yes to doing it with me, and then I was like sharing it with Soren to put it out, and then I was sharing about it, and I was like, oh wow, like I was like the idea of losing something completely disappears in this giving, and he gives everything we need if we just follow his instructions, if we follow his directions, if we are so fully obedient to him. Like in that we have absolutely everything, and it's having such trust and faith in the present moment, because it's from the present moment that comes. The ego wants to plan ahead and see how everything is going to be on the future to feel safe. And Jesus is like, I'm not giving you any future plans, because like you need to learn to trust and put all your faith in the present moment on that which cannot be seen. But then if you put your full faith in it, then there will come an experience and the witnesses that will show you that trusting the present moment and trusting in the miracle like is worthy and is fully justified. And it's worthy of your full efforts of your mind. Like you have put so much effort in so many things in this world, and they have brought you misery. And now you can put your efforts in the one thing that will succeed. If you put your efforts into putting God first in everything that you do, you put God first, and His presence flows from you, through you, and blesses the whole world. And yes, it's been, I feel like that's one lesson that he really wants to convey to me, to fully trust him in the present moment, and everything I need is given to me.
It's beautiful. It's like, I don't know, like when we witness, like we're so in the present moment with him, we become a witness to him. And it radiates out. Like it's not a small thing, even the sharing. Like when you're sharing like, oh, I just need to extend the idea. Yeah, that's what I've always so appreciated with David too. Like it's just the sharing of ideas. We don't have to figure out the how. The how comes through the inspiration and the sharing. That is the how. It is the sharing of the ideas and the communication. And yeah, it's beautiful. Where can people find your podcast? Maybe people want to hear. It's everywhere. If you are on Facebook, you definitely have seen it. I've seen it.
At the beginning, I was like, "Oh, sorry, where can we put it out?" Like, okay, I was thinking on Spreaker, and then it was like, oh, he said we can also put it up on the YouTube channel. And then Nana says, have you thought about putting it on Spotify? And then someone writes to me an email, these are all the places that your podcast is going out. And it was like all these places, Amazon Music and Spotify. I was like, oh wow, okay. It's going everywhere.
That's so beautiful.
I feel so blessed by all the angels that the Spirit brings into my mind. I feel all of you are angels. That's how I feel. I feel so blessed by all your presence. All of you, and the fact that we are joined in this purpose, it just means everything to me. Is the most precious gift. And I remember landing here, and it was the first Sunday service, and I come and I felt so much devotion. Like I looked all around me, and all I could see was such devotion and love for God pouring through everywhere. And I was like, oh my God, they are all angels and they have so much devotion and they have all so much love. And also, like, I was seeing the screen and I was so honored to be joined with everyone in this holy purpose. That's how it feels, is this holy purpose. And as I was just here, I was like just all feeling the same feeling. I feel so honored and so blessed by being joined with you in this holy purpose. And I feel like you're all angels pointing me back home. Thank you, Marina. Gift. Thank you. Her podcast is called Only Love Remains. If you want to look it up. Thank you so much. Such a blessing. Thank you. Yes, thank you. And yeah, the next episode is going to be with David. Oh, okay. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Only Love Remains. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marina. Okay, well, we're gonna play a new song that I just wrote the other day. I was going through a bit of depression in the morning, and then I prayed and just asked the Spirit for guidance, and He said, "Go into the Halo room and just play your guitar and have fun." And so I started playing guitar. I was still feeling depressed, but it started to lift me up, and then this song started coming to me. And I just finished it yesterday or the day before, so it's called Still Here Inside. I'd be having a happy day if I knew all I needed, if I knew all I needed was you. But I sometimes forget who I am in your eyes when I think that I'm here on my own. When my darkness arises, I lose sight of what my life is for. Need you to help me when I'm not feeling your love, when I'm not seeing your light. Help me to keep believing that you're still here inside and that everything will be alright. I'll be having a better day when I know I am worthy, when I know I have nothing to prove. I'll be having a happy day when I know I am spirit, when I know I have nothing to lose. But I sometimes think that I know my own best interests, when I think that I can somehow play God. When I start trusting myself, I stop asking for help from you. But I need you to guide me when I'm not feeling your love, and I'm not seeing Help me to keep believing that you're still here inside, and that everything will be alright. Thank you. Well, we have one more song for you. This one's called Make Room. Here is where I lay it down, every burden, every crown. This is my surrender. Here is where I lay it down, every lion, every crown. This is my surrender. And I will make room for you to do whatever you want to do whatever you want to. I will make room for you to do whatever you want to do whatever you want to. Jesus. My surrender. Here is where I lay it down, every lie and every doubt. This is my surrender. And I will make room for you to do whatever you want to do whatever you want to. I will make room for you to do whatever you want to do whatever you want to. I will make room for you to do whatever you want to in my life. Do whatever you want to. Do whatever you want to. I will make room for you. Want to do whatever you want to. Shake up the ground of all my tradition, break down the walls of all my religion. Your way is better. Your way is better. Shake up the ground of all my tradition, break down the wall of all my religion. Your way is better. Your way is better. Shake up the ground of all my tradition, break down the walls of all my religion. Your way is better. Your way is better. Shake up the ground of all my tradition, break down the walls of all my religion. Your way is better. Your way is better. And I will make room for you whatever you want to. I will make room. Do whatever you want to. Do whatever you want to. I will make room for you. To do whatever you want to.
To do whatever you want to. I will make room for you. Do whatever you want to. Come do whatever you want to. I will make room for you, yeah. To do whatever you want to. Come do whatever you want to, Jesus.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining today. Have a beautiful, blessed day.